Hey guys, this is Linda from Linda's Paper Garden, and today I'm going to demonstrate for you how to make your own envelopes for cards if you don't have an envelope maker. And I learned to do this because I did not have at the time an envelope maker. So I thought, since I've had a couple people ask me how to do this, I thought I would do a short tutorial on how to do it. I have put together two sizes of cards. One is a 5x7 and the other is a 4 1/4 by 6, and a lot of times we make a smaller card 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I wanted to make this one just a tad bigger. That way you could see that you can actually use the 8 1/2 by 11 paper and still make your envelope and have a good pretty envelope. So let's lay the 5 and 7 across side, and we'll bring in our paper. And so what we're going to do is, I've chosen this 8 1/2 by 11 white plain sheet of paper. And actually guys, I have actually made this envelope out of school paper with the lines. Just made it, put it together, and sent it out in the mail. Had no issues with it. But we're going to use a plain sheet of paper, and I chose specifically a piece of copying paper. Okay, so if you have a copier at home and you use your copying paper, you can make this envelope out of this 4 1/4 by 6 envelope out of that paper. So let's get started. So what we want to do is we want to first lay our card down. And we know that if we lay it vertical, opening to the left, we're not going to have enough paper to make this envelope. But if we turn it horizontally, we will have enough. So first, what I want you to do is I want you to bring the card up to the edge of the paper. And I want you to center it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but as center as possible. And then I want you to go to the outer edge and make you a little mark, probably about 1/8 of an inch on each side. 1/8 of an inch, and that way it'll give us room for our card to slide down into our envelope once we've made it. Then what I want you to do is I want you to come down, and I want you to lay your card, never picking it up, never turning it, just lay it and then scoot it up to where you believe you have enough fold to come over. Okay, so again, bring it down and then come up. And then I want you to come over to the side, to the left side. And I want to bring mine up just a little bit more, okay, to the left side. And I want you to do the same thing. I want you to mark on the left and right side about 1/8 of an inch on each side. And that will give our dimensions for our envelope. So let's lay that aside. Now, I have my scoring board, but if you didn't have a scoring board, you could use a ruler and do the same thing, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to score this very lightly because copying paper is very, very thin. Now, when you're scoring this, do it very gently. Don't push down on your scoreboard. If you do, you're going to push all the way through your paper. Another thing is, if your marking is in the center of where you need to put your score tool, always go to the right side of where you marked it. Always go to the right side. That gives you just a little bit more room. Okay? That is on the right side. Now, if you're scoring on the left side and you're in the center, go to the left side of your mark. Okay? So whatever side you're scoring, if you're scoring to the right, go to the right side. If you're scoring to the left, go to the left side. Turn your paper and do the same identical thing, scoring. So if your score mark is in between, go on your left side to the left side, to the next side. If your scoring mark is on the right side and it's in the center, go to the next right score mark. Okay? Now let me show you real quickly, guys. I will get a ruler and show you what I mean by this. If, let's say we didn't score this, just lay your ruler down and then you can actually just fold your paper. Okay? Actually just fold your paper. So that's what we will do there. We'll go ahead and varnish this. And since this is copying paper, we won't need to varnish roughly. Fold it up. Okay? And fold it down. Now, that's what your envelope should look like. That's what the beginnings of your envelope should look like. The next step I want you to do is I want you to take your hand and just lay it down, and I want you to X out all corners. Just put an X on those corners. And this is the reason why. We are going to cut those corners out. Now, you know when you get a card and you get an envelope, your envelope is sort of cut in an angle. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you this. Let me come in on it so I can show you. So right here, I'm going to make a little line right there to show you that's where our fold's at. Come into the corner and just cut out at an angle. Come down here on your big fold and do the same thing. Just barely cutting it out like that. So let me show you how I done that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here and we're just going to come up and we're actually going to cut to where our line crease met. Okay? So where our fold was, that's where we cut to. Turn it and cut at an angle. Okay? So that's what you should have. Do the same thing. That's what you should have. You should have this flap left. You should have this flap right here left. Okay? So come in. Okay? Turn your paper and cut at an angle. Just like that. Just like that. I'm going to cut this one just a tad more. Okay, now turn your envelope and do the same thing at the top. Come to the corners. And guys, this is what you should have when you get finished. This is what your envelope should look like. Okay? Now, let's make sure that our card will fit within the confines of what we done. And it does. Now, since we folded it up, we've got a little hangover right here. We got a little too much right here. Simply just cut that off. That's all you have to do is cut that off. Sometimes you will have that and sometimes you won't. Just depends on how you measured your card. Okay? Next thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to bring our flaps in and we're going to fold up. Now, we're going to need to cut that just a tad more. There we go. We're going to bring our folds in and we're going to bring our card base up, our envelope base up. Now we're going to bring in our double-sided tape and we're going to go to the edge of our envelope. Do not put any tape there. If you do, we won't have an envelope, we'll have a folded piece of paper. And then just press down. Just press down. Next thing I want you to do is put your piece of tape here. If you're finished with your card and you've signed it and it's ready to be put in the mail, slip it in. Slip it in. Fold it up. And guys, you have your envelope. Simple as that. That's the first one. Now, let's do a 5 by 7. And for a 5x7 card, we will need a 12x12 sheet of paper. The principle on this is the same thing. We're going to turn our card, find our centers, come to about 1/8 of an inch on each side, come down and then go up some to wherever you want, however you want your flap to be. Okay, and I'm going to take mine up pretty close. Come to the outer edge, about 1/8 of an inch on each side. Give you room to slide. And that's it, guys. Put it in your scoreboard. Score all the way down. Score all the way down. I'm going to the right side because it didn't fit in my groove, so I'll go to the next groove and go to my right side. Turn your paper and score. And score. And that's the beginning. Remember just to mark, X out, X out. Now, since this is a little bit thicker paper, I am going to fold my fold lines, and I'm going to varnish. Fold and varnish. Now, guys, I have made these envelopes out of construction paper also. I've made them out of wrapping paper. When my grandson was younger, he's 11 now, but when my grandson was younger, I would actually do his envelopes out of wrapping paper that matched the gift that I was sending him. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're just going to simply cut out our corners on a diagonal. Okay, so come down here, and it doesn't have to be deep, just enough to get all that bulk. So when you fold your card, or your envelope, I'm sorry, you won't have that bulk, because you won't get it, your envelope won't close properly. Just cutting out my corners, guys. Just cutting on a diagonal. On a diagonal, guys. There we go. Now, remember to fold in. Fold in your sides. Fold up. And there's your card base. Bring it down. Bring it down with some tape. And sometimes if I have thicker folds like this, I will actually come up halfway and just put some tape on this side also, especially if my card is a heavier card, and just close it up. Now, let's say that we're not finished with our card and we don't want to put our card, seal our envelope up. You can do one of two things. You can wait and put your little bit of tape right there, or you can go ahead if you want to make some pre-make some envelopes that you think you're going to need, and just put you some double-sided tape on there, and don't peel the top off. Don't peel the top of your tape off. Okay? And then close it up. And there is our envelope, guys. Now let's make sure that it works. So our 5x7 card, we will put it in there like so. And here we go. Easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. Now, if you have a envelope maker, That's really good. But if you don't, this is how you make an envelope. Trial and error taught me how to make an envelope. And believe me, I tried several times before I got it right. But if you can always remember just to cut your corners out on a diagonal. That's the hardest part to learn in making a homemade envelope, is just making sure that you cut your envelope out on a diagonal. Okay? And what I mean by that is we started out with a paper square and we just come in at an angle on each corner. I hope this helps you. Have a happy day from my crafting corner to yours.